Good morning, everyone. Hope you had a great holiday weekend. So today we have Mike with FreeModel on. He's going to talk about pre-listing renovations. And what is cool about this company, FreeModel, is they provide remodeling services, upgrades, refreshes, whatever it might be to get a home market ready, so that you can sell the home faster, higher dollar. And what's cool is it is a pay at close. So it removes the barrier for a lot of homeowners who don't have the funds in their bank account to get the remodeling done that's kind of necessary for them to be able to sell the home faster for higher dollar, and so forth. So before we jump onto that, I wanted to let everybody know that we have the Christmas party scheduled. We have two locations this year. Um, the first is going to be Monday, December 16th from 6 to 8 p.m. at Carl Strauss in Anaheim. And then the following day, on Tuesday, the 17th, same time, uh, same restaurant, well, different restaurant, same brand, Carl Strauss as well. We're trying to keep it easy. Um, we're doing that down at Rancho Bernardo, in San Diego. So that'll be December 17th. So we're going to send out an email. You'll get an email today. We're also going to post it in the Facebook group, a RSVP form. So it's just a quick little Google Doc. Are you coming? Do you have a +1? And then which location you're coming to? Because we need to get a head count over to the restaurants, so we can get the menus going and all that fun stuff. So if you can get us an RSVP sooner than later, that'd be great. We need to get it to them by around the 9th. If you don't know your schedule yet by the 9th, obviously you're still going to be invited. Just let us know so we can make some final updates. But we'd like to get, the bulk of the head count over to the Carl Strauss locations by the 9th, or actually the 10th, but we need them by the 9th. So hope you can make it. We did two locations this year because last year we did one bigger location. It seemed like it was kind of hard for everyone to come to that location over in Huntington. So this year we're doing two separate locations. So hopefully we can open it up to more people to join up. So um, look out for those emails, and we'll post it in the Facebook group. Please RSVP when you can. And if you have any questions on it, obviously just reach out. So um, without further ado, we have Mike with FreeModel. I believe he came on earlier in the year, but we like to do these a couple times a year just to remind you, because I do get questions throughout the year. Hey, we need to do a refresh on this house, or how come this thing isn't selling? That's a big one, where the homeowner wants this certain price, but maybe it just needs a fresh coat of paint on it. It's got some weird colors in it, some weird things going on, a little bit of outdatedness. This is where they can come in and really help get that property looking its best so that it'll sell much faster and for top dollar. So I'll go ahead and turn it over to Mike. How you doing?
Great. Thank you very much, Travis. I really appreciate you guys all having me on this morning. I know I presented to some of you. For others, this might be the first time you're hearing me speak. So, my ultimate goal for everybody is to educate you on our services, which, by the way, are free for you to use, which is a great thing, right? This is only going to help make you stronger real estate agents. It's going to make you more valuable for your clients. So I do have a couple slides that I'm going to kind of walk you through. It's going to explain our services. I'll do my best to answer your questions as they come in. If you just want to put those into the Q&A in the chat here, we can do that. If not, I'll try to get to them at the end. I will be sharing this deck with you as well. So you'll have access to all this information. You'll also have access to my contact info. I'll send out a recap email as well for you. But yeah, let's get started. So, FreeModel, we are a concierge service. So, as Travis mentioned, we will come out to your client's property. We will do a full assessment, kind of do a walkthrough. We'll put together a scope of work, provide an estimate, and that'll allow you and your client to have a conversation and say, hey, FreeModel is offering to renovate your home, or do some small fixes. Here's what they're estimating it will cost. Here's how long it will take, and then they can decide whether or not they'd like to move forward. And all of that assessment, having somebody come out, is free of charge. So it's a great opportunity for you to provide them options, as I like to say. So as a real estate agent, you want to ask yourself, all right, well, why would I want to use a service like this? As Travis mentioned, you might have a home that's not selling, right? It might not get top dollar. These are all challenges. And so when we come out, our ultimate goal is to help you win more listings. If you can come to a client and say, you're asking for X number of dollars for this property. However, based on my experience, you're not going to get that. Right. And I'm sure you've all had those conversations, but a softer way of phrasing it could say, let's help you get that cost or that price for the sale of your home. And we can do that through our concierge service with FreeModel. Right. So that's going to help you win more listings. It's going to make you a more valuable agent. As real estate agents, you guys are very busy. I know the end of the year can kind of slow down. So maybe this is going to be better information for next year. Some of you, I spoke to an agent last week who has a client who needs to have their property fixed up with some minimal changes. But ultimately, we don't want you being project managers. You guys are busy, right? You shouldn't be managing projects. You shouldn't be calling out, what's the word I'm looking for? Contractors, right? So we want to make sure that you're focusing on what you guys do best, which is helping your clients, right? Let us do all that busy work. And that's ultimately going to give you more time back in your day. And also our contracts that we have, everything is with your client. Right. And so that eliminates you and your brokerage from any legal or financial risk, which is a huge value add. Right. And then from a homeowner's perspective, why would a homeowner want to do this? A lot of times homeowners are like, I just want to unload my house. I don't want to worry about having to fix it up. That's going to take time. That's really not the case. Our goal is to get in, get out. We're trying to help you sell the property as quickly as possible. We want to get paid as quickly as possible. Right. Because we actually don't get paid until after the property sells at the close of escrow. So we'll come in, we're going to front the capital for the projects, and we'll front up to $500,000 to do a renovation, which is very significant, right? And then the homeowner doesn't have to pay us until the property sells. And I'll get into that a little bit more as this goes on. But ultimately, as you know, properties that are more turnkey, that are updated, they're going to sell for a much higher profit. They're also going to sell a lot faster, right? So it's a win-win. There are concierge services like us out there. I would say that we're very unique, and I personally like FreeModel better than all the rest, is because we have local project directors, right? So if you have a client down in San Diego, we have project directors in San Diego that will come out to the property physically, so you can meet them in person. They're the ones that are ultimately going to be managing the project from start to finish. And we have them all up and down the coast in Southern California. With that, we also have a network of subcontractors that we have at our disposal. Our contractors are all licensed, bonded, and insured. We do not work with anybody that is not certified in their trade, which is also extremely important. I don't know if any of you have ever experienced working with contractors. Some are fantastic, some not so much. It can be challenging to get them to even call you back, right? And so within our network, we vetted them all out. Which is great because we have individuals that are ready to work today versus having to push out a project a month later, right? So again, speed is important for us. Efficiency is important. Quality of work is important. And you get all that with FreeModel. The deep design skills, what we mean by that is all of our project directors are actually interior designers by trade. So they're used to doing remodels. They're used to getting properties ready for listing. This is what they do day in and day out. So you have the support of experts that will make sure that you're helping your clients get top dollar. So as far as qualification goes, there's two things that we look for right off the bat. So you will, in order to get somebody to come out to look at the property, you would send us this, we have a questionnaire that you would fill out. Couple questions, very easy, very straightforward, but we use that information to run title on the property. We want to make sure that the property is not in foreclosure and there are no involuntary liens on the property. Okay. Once that clears, we need to make sure that there is enough equity in the property. And so we look at the loan balance on the property plus the cost of the pre-model project. That number has to be less than 80% of what the after renovation value would be. So I actually did some numbers here just to, I know it's Monday morning after a Thanksgiving holiday. So numbers might not be that easy for everybody. So hopefully this breaks it down for you a little bit. So for example, if the loan balance on a property was $500,000 and the cost of a project was 50,000, and let's just say the value of the property is $1 million afterwards. So it would be 80% of $1 million, which is 800,000. This project will qualify because the loan balance and the cost of the project is less than that. Pretty straightforward. And if you have any questions about this, you don't have to worry. It's like, oh, I don't know all this information. We can figure that out. I would just recommend having us kind of come out, assess the property, and we can kind of do all the math and qualifications in tandem. We do provide a 1-year warranty on all the work we do. And then we do require a deed of trust for the work that is being done. If we're fronting the capital, we need to make sure that we're being protected as well.